Well, hello friends, and welcome back to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. Today we are continuing my 1970 Chicago Cubs replay using Fall Classic Baseball. We are up to May 2nd, 1970. It is the third, final, and rubber game of a series in Atlanta at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium against the Braves. The first two games of the series, I'm going to give you some spoilers. If you haven't checked out the other games, now would be a good time to do so. The Braves won the first game of the series on April 30th, 5-4 in a walk-off. And the Cubs got even in Game 2 on May 1st with a big 16-7 victory that wasn't nearly as close as that score indicated, but the game was a wild one. Billy Williams with 3 home runs in that game. Today, Ken Holtzman will be on the mound for the visiting Chicago Cubs, and he'll be opposed, and Holtzman's record on the replay at this point is 1-0 on the young season. The Braves will be sending right-hander Pat Jarvis to the mound. The Cubs' record at this time is 10-9, so this is game 20 on the season, and they are one game out of first place at this point, but they are 3 games behind their pace, their real-life pace at this point. Don't forget to check out channel membership. All of the information that you need and the link is in the description for this video. Lots of goodies on the membership side of my channel for you. Teams, games that you can't see anywhere else, and discounts on the secondary store, among other things as well. I'm adding to the membership side all the time. It's a great idea to join. All right, with no further ado, let's get to today's starting lineups. For the visiting Chicago Cubs, leading off at shortstop, it's Don Kessinger. Batting second at second base, Glenn Beckert. Batting third in left field, Billy Williams. Batting fourth at third base, Ron Santo. Batting fifth in right field, Johnny Callison. Batting sixth at first base, Ernie Banks. Batting seventh in center field, Joe Pepitone, and batting eighth and behind the plate today, it's J.C. Martin. On the mound, it's Ken Holtzman. I told you his record on the replay is 1-0 at this point. He, in 1970, was 17-11 in 38 starts with 15 complete games. All right, for the homestanding Braves, their as-played lineup, Sonny Jackson leads off at shortstop. Felix Meehan bats second at second base. Hank Aaron bats third in right field. Rico Carty bats fourth. He'll play left field. Orlando Cepeda bats fifth. He'll play first. Tony Gonzalez bats sixth. He'll be in center field. Clete Boyer bats seventh. He'll be at third base. And Bob Tillman is behind the plate today, and he'll bat eighth. Pat Jarvis in 1970 was 16-16 in 34 starts with 11 complete games. All right. Kessinger steps in the box against Pat Jarvis, and the first pitch of the game from Jarvis to Kessinger is popped up. That's Orlando Cepeda in fair territory, calling and taking for out number 1, and we're underway in Atlanta. Here's Glenn Beckert. Jarvis's pitch to him. Then we're going to have an error check. But first, let's see if Jarvis strikes. Oh, we got to check stuff, don't we? Forgot to do that. See Jarvis's stuff. He has C stuff today. Ken Holtzman will have B stuff. All right. So, 1-2, Beckert's going to strike out, and hey, struck him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley. Yes. Here's Billy Williams. 2 outs, nobody on for the sweet swinger. This could be a strikeout. Let's see. It is not a strikeout. It's a ground ball to Orlando Cepeda. He's going to take it to the bag himself. and that'll retire the Cubs in inning number 1. After today's game, the Cubs get on the plane, and they're flying to Houston for a 2-gamer against the Astros coming up on my channel starting next week. All right, so we got Sonny Jackson, Felix Millan, and Henry Aaron against Holtzman, who winds and deals. That is hit by Sonny Jackson into center field. Joe Pepitone is there to make the catch, and there's one down. Here's Felix Millan. Holtzman kicks and deals to Felix Millan. Hey, struck him out on a bender. 2 gone in the first, and here comes Henry Aaron. The pitch from Holtzman is going to be a ballpark check. And that means we need our ballpark card. There we go. All right, we have a right-handed batter in Henry Aaron. And that's a 14, which means it's popped up, drifting into foul territory. Ernie Banks is under it, and he will take it for out number 3. We've played 1, and there's no score in Hotlanta, which probably wasn't that hot on May 2nd, but you never know. All right, so it's Jarvis facing Santo, Callison, and Banks in the Cubs' second. Here's the pitch to Ron Santo. Fly ball left field. Under it is the big boy, Rico Carty, for out number 1. Johnny Callison steps in there now. Jarvis kicks and deals. Callison, line drive right at Sonny Jackson. He catches it in self-defense. A wicked liner. There's 2 down. And now Ernie Banks. Jarvis kicks and deals to the Let's Play 2 Mr. Cub guy. Ground ball. Comebacker. Gloved by Jarvis. He takes a couple steps towards Cepeda and flips him the ball for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the second with no score in Atlanta. Holtzman will face Carty, Cepeda, and Gonzalez, righty, lefty, in the Braves order. Rico stands in there, and this is going to be down the right field line. Johnny Callison has to go get it in the corner. Around first goes Carty, going to second with a leadoff double. Orlando Cepeda comes to the plate. Holtzman the stretch, and the pitch to Orlando, and this is going to be trouble. A base hit to center field. Pepitone charges it, but he's got no play. The big boy scores, and it's 1-0 Braves. Cepeda drives in run number 1 of this ball game. Nobody out. Double play depth for the infield. Tony Gonzalez up. Holtzman the stretch, and the pitch to Tony. Ground ball Banks. He's got no play at second. He will take it and flip to Holtzman covering to retire Gonzalez, and Cepeda moves up to second base with 1 out in the second. Here's Clete Boyer. Holtzman winds and deals to the Braves' third baseman, who seems to hit my pitching like a drum. Hey, struck him out, not that time. That is strikeout number 2 for Holtzman, and there's 2 gone with Bob Tillman coming to the plate. Cepeda in scoring position. Pat Jarvis would be next. The pitch from Holtzman. Hey, struck him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley with a little nacho cheese. Gas. That retires the side. The Braves get a run on a couple of hits. They leave 1 and after 2 have a 1-0 lead in this ballgame. Now it's the bottom third of the Cub order coming up against Pat Jarvis, Pepitone, Martin, and Holtzman, which is nothing like Abraham, Martin, and John if you're scoring at home. Jarvis kicks in, and if you know what that is, wow. Give yourself a pat on the back. Jarvis to Pepitone, and Pepe lines a base hit to left, the first hit of the game for the Cubs. Pepe, with 3 hits yesterday, is working his way into the starting lineup. I have been pretty faithful to Leo DeRocher's lineup so far, but Pepe is fighting his way into the starting lineup. J.C. Martin at the plate. I know that makes heads explode all over this great land of ours. J.C. Martin at the plate, the Braves at double play depth. Jarvis the stretch, and the pitch to J.C. Ground ball, Felix Millan. He goes to Sonny Jackson at second for 1. And the relay to Orlando Cepeda is not in time. J.C. Martin beats the rap at first, and there's something I wish I would have seen in real life. Holtzman will come to the plate now with 1 out, and J.C. at first base, and I'm changing things up a little bit. I'm dropping cards instead of dice. All right, Holtzman at the plate. You got to respect a man who pitches left but bats right. That's right. Throws left, bats right. Love it. Why? Because that's what I do, baby. Jarvis kicks and deals. Holtzman. Jam job grounder to Cleat Boyer. Checking Felix Millan's arm. Boyer goes to Millan for 1, and the relay to Cepeda. In time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing double play turned by the Braves. So much for letting Holtzman try and get a hit. That will close out the Cubs' third. We go to the bottom of the third. Braves 1, Cubs nothing. Top of the order. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's not true. Pat Jarvis will lead off. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Braves. Jarvis, then Jackson, and then Millan. Holtzman, the wind, and the pitch to Jarvis, and there's a hit for the pitcher. Drops in front of Pepitone in center, and Pat Jarvis is on. Here comes Sonny Jackson. Couple of options here, but they're going to let him swing away. Holtzman the stretch, the infield playing for 2. Ground ball, Santo. Santo gloves it and goes to Beckert for 1. The relay to Banks is in time. The strong arm of Glenn Beckert turns 2. For a rally-killing, soul-crushing 5-4-3 double play turned by the Cubs. Turnabout's fair play. And there's 2 gone in the bottom of the third. Holtzman kicks and deals to Felix Millan, and sure enough, there's a base hit to left. Drops in front of Billy Williams. He gets it back in with 2 outs. He's aboard. Millan is aboard for Henry Aaron. Holtzman the stretch, the pitch to the hammer and Hank. And this will be a ballpark check. And it's a foul ball. The hammer lines 1 into foul territory. It's going to be picked up by somebody from Charlotte, North Carolina. Checking out a Braves game. It's a nice drive from North Carolina. The pitch to Aaron is hit to left and deep. This has a chance to get out of here. No, it's caught by Billy Williams at the wall, and that will retire the side. 1 more biscuit for breakfast, and the hammer goes deep, but no. Billy Williams gets it on the track, and so we go to the 4th, and it's still Braves 1, Cubs nothing. Top of the order coming for Chicago, Kessinger, Beckert, and Williams. Jarvis kicks and deals to the Cubs shortstop. Popped it up. That wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth. Cleat Boyer on the infield dirt, calling and taking for out number 1. Here's Beckert. Pitch from Jarvis to Beckert. Popped up. Jam job. Felix Millan, just barely in the outfield grass, makes the catch for out number 2. And now it's the sweet swinger who had 4 hits yesterday and 3 of them were bombs. The pitch from Jarvis is fly ball to right. Under it is Henry Aaron, and he puts it away for out number 3. So it's a 1-2-3 fourth inning for Pat Jarvis. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 1-0 Braves. The 4, 5, 6 hitters are up for Atlanta in the 4th. Cardi, Cepeda, Gonzalez. Holtzman winds and deals. This will get to the kitchen. Oh my God, I smell gas. It's a ranch jack. If you can't laugh at your own stuff, what can you laugh at? All right, here we go. First, we got to check for the strikeout. 1-3. No strikeouts. So now we do the range check. And it's a range check for Ken Holtzman. His range is a 9. He makes the play and flips it to Banks. And there's one gone. The big boy is retired. Cepeda drove in the only run of the game. He's up there now, 1 for 1. Holtzman, the pitch. Ground ball. Don Kessinger is up with it, and he throws to Banks for out number 2. Here's Tony Gonzalez, 0 for 1. Holtzman winds and delivers. Ground ball, Banks. He's going to take it himself, and that will retire the Bravos in inning number 4. We go to the 5th. Atlanta 1 and Chicago 0. Jarvis, with his C stuff, has only allowed 1 base runner, a single by Pepitone in the 3rd. All right. Santos 0 for 1. Jarvis kicks and deals. This is going to be a ground ball, Orlando Cepeda. He gloves it and flips to Jarvis covering for out number 1. Now it's Callison 0 for 1. Jarvis kicks and deals to Johnny Callison, and there's a base hit for Callison to center field. Tony Gonzalez collects it and throws it back in. There's 1 out and 1 on for the Cubs, and here's Banks. Braves infield playing for 2. Jarvis the stretch and the delivery to Ernie Banks. And it's the 5th inning, and that is not going to be a hit by a pitch, so it's popped up. Felix Millan on the infield dirt is going to take it for out number 2. And here's hot-hitting Joe Pepitone. 1 for 1 in this game. Jarvis kicks and deals to Pepitone. And hey, struck him out on a bender. That is strikeout number 2 for Pat Jarvis. We're halfway through this one. And it's Braves 1, Cubs 0. Bottom of the 5th coming. Holtzman pitching well. He's allowed 4 hits. He has walked none. He has struck out 3 so far in this ball game. He will deal with Boyer, Tillman, and Jarvis, the bottom 3rd of the Braves order in the bottom of the 5th. Holtzman kicks and deals to Boyer. Fly ball center field into left center is Joe Pepitone. He puts down the hairdryer and makes the catch for out number 1. Bob Tillman at the plate, 0 for 1. The pitch from Holtzman, and that is going to be trouble. It's to left and deep. Back goes Billy Williams, and it's gone. A solo bomb for backup catcher Bob Tillman. And it's 2-0 Bravos. 11 bombs on the year for Tillman. And that'll bring up Jarvis. We're in the bottom of the 5th. There's 1 out, 2-0 Atlanta. The pitch from Holtzman to Jarvis. Line drive left field. Billy Williams coming on, and he's going to make the catch for out number 2. Sonny Jackson, the leadoff batter for the Braves, is up there now. Holtzman winds and deals to him, and that will be ball 4. And since I do call my own steals, I'm going to send him. Yeah. So Holtzman has an average arm. So 1-3, Sonny Jackson does not get the jump. He does not get the jump. Felix Mian at the plate. Holtzman the stretch. And the delivery to Felix. Fly ball center field, but not deep. Joe Pepitone is there, and he puts it away for out number 3. The Braves add a run to their lead in the bottom of the 5th on a home run by Tillman. We go to the 6th. Atlanta 2, Chicago nothing. Martin, Holtzman, and Kessinger coming up in the Cubs 6th. And Jarvis is a C today, so we're going to move our columns there. And go for it. Here we go. Jarvis's pitch to J.C. Martin is strike 3 call. JC, watch that one go by like a barn on the side of the road. And there's one down. Here's Holtzman. Could hit for him, but in the firemen in the Cubs bullpen in 1970 are a bunch of arsonists. And so we're sticking with Kenny. The pitch to Holtzman from Jarvis. And Ken Holtzman with a base hit to center field. Tony Gonzalez collects it and throws it back in. 1 out, 1 on for the Cubs. Here comes Kessinger. 0 for 2. Jarvis, the stretch. The delivery to the Cubs shortstop. Jarvis is living right. Ground ball. Sonny Jackson. He goes to Mian for 1, and the pivot to Cepeda's in time for a rally killing. Soul crushing 6-4-3 double play turned by the Bravos. And that ends the Cubs 6th. Pat Jarvis with his C stuff has allowed 3 hits. That's the kind of early season hijinks that have been taking place for the Cubs in my replay. Things are going to even out. Henry Aaron, Rico Cardi, Orlando Cepeda, a trio of right-handed sticks against Kenny Holtzman. The pitch from Holtzman to Aaron. Ground ball, Kessinger. Don's up with it and throws to Ernie Banks for out number 1. In case you're thinking about stamina, and really, who isn't, Holtzman can go 34 batters before stamina might become an issue. He has faced 21, so he's doing fine. Rico Cardi coming to the plate with 1 out and nobody on for the Braves in the 6th. He is 1 for 2. The pitch from Holtzman to Cardi, and there's a base hit for the big boy. To right field, Cardi takes him the other way. Callison collects that one and throws it back in. And Cepeda comes to the plate. 1 for 2 for Orlando. Cub infield playing for 2. The pitch from Holtzman to Cepeda, and there's another hit. That will be to left field. Cardi's got those bad knees. He's going to stop at second. There's 2 on with 1 out for Tony Gonzalez, who's 0 for 2 against the left-handed Holtzman. I'm going to get the bullpen going, even though they are a bunch of arsonists. Jim Colborn is going to start to throw. A right-hander for the Cubs. Double play depth for the Cubs. Tony Gonzalez against Holtzman, a lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch from Kenny to Tony is hit in the air to left. Billy Williams toward the line is going to get there to make the catch for out number 2. The runners return to their bases, and now Cleet Boyer. Cleet is 0 for 2. Braves 2, Cubs nothing. We're in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch is a ground ball to Beckert. He's going to go the short way to Kessinger and get Holtzman out of the mess. After 6 complete, the score remains Braves 2, Cubs nothing. And Pat Jarvis continues to work. Let's talk about Pat Jarvis's stamina in this ball game. He can go 33 batters before stamina might become an issue. He has faced 19. So he might even go the distance. The pitch from Jarvis to Beckert. It's Beckert, Williams, Santo, 2-3-4 for the Cubs. The pitch from Jarvis to Beckert. Fly ball left field. Rico Carty into left center and makes the catch for out number 1. Billy Williams could use a hit here, Billy. Could really use a hit. Spalding, I think it's time for the old Billy Baroo. All right, here's Billy Williams. And this is trouble. It's to right and deep. Back goes Aaron. Gone. Billy Williams gets the Cubs on the board with a solo blast to right. Billy's enjoying his stay at the launching pad. That's his 4th homer in 2 games. And now it's Ron Santo with 1 out in the 7th. 2-1 Braves. And they're going to get their bullpen cooking. Bob Pretty and Mike McQueen start to throw. Not Steve McQueen. Not Allie McGraw. But Mike McQueen and Bob Pretty. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way manager Lum Harris likes it whenever he's at home in Hotlanta. All right, so Santos 0 for 2. Jarvis kicks and deals to Ronnie, and there's ball 4. Cubs have the tying run on base. Here's Callison 1 for 2. Jarvis might be running out of steam. Braves infield playing for 2. The pitch to Callison is to right and deep. Is it going to get out of here? Gone. Right down the right field line. Callison with a 2-run bomb to give the Cubs a 3-2 lead. Jarvis, the wheels fall off the cart in a hurry here in the 7th. And here comes Lum Harris. He has seen enough of the aforementioned Mr. Jarvis. Well, boy, is he gonna, though. He's up 2nd in the inning. So Lum Harris is going to retreat to the dugout and hope Jarvis can get out of the mess. Ernie Banks is 0 for 2. 3-2 Cub lead. We're in the top of the 7th. The pitch to Mr. Cub. There's a base hit. 4th base runner in a row to right field. Ernie goes the other way. Henry Aaron throws it back in. Now it's Pepitone. Braves infield playing for 2. Might be Jarvis's last batter. The pitch to Pepe. Fly ball left field, right at the big boy, and he makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up J.C. Martin. With Banks still at first. The pitch from Jarvis to Martin. He's going to get out of it. Ground ball Boyer. Cleat gloves it to his left, and he goes the short way to Mian at second base, and that will retire the Cubs. But the boys from the north side get 3 runs on 3 hits. They leave 1 after 6.5. It's time to stretch them out in Atlanta with your score. Cubs 3, Braves 2. Now we're going to see some pinch hitting because you can put a fork in you can put a fork in Pat Jarvis. He is done. And you gotta laugh at your own stuff. It's gonna be, who's it gonna be? Bob Aspromonte is gonna get into the on-deck circle. Bob Tillman is going to lead off, and then it'll be Sonny Jackson 8-9-1 for the Bravos in inning number 7. Tillman hit a home run in the 5th. The pitch from Holtzman to Tillman. Ground ball Santo to his left. He gloves it, he plants, he throws to Banks, and there's one down in the bottom of the 7th. That is batter number 26 for Ken Holtzman. Aspromonte comes to the plate. He hit .213 in 1970. The pitch from Holtzman is a ballpark check. And he lines it into center field, left center field gap. It's going to split Pepitone and Williams. Around first goes Aspromonte, and he hits a one-out double. He's also a good base runner. Chance for the Braves to tie the game. There's one out. Sonny Jackson comes to the plate. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. And Jim Colborn starts to throw again in the Cubs bullpen. Jackson's 0 for 2. The pitch from Holtzman to Sonny is going to be got to the kitchen. Oh my God, I smell gas. It's a range tag. Alrighty. So, first we got to check the strikeout. 1-3, and he fans him. No, he does not fan him. Okay, it's going to be a range check for Johnny Callison in right field. Let's see if he's going to make the play. His range is an 11 as a right fielder. And it drops. Of course it does. There's a base hit. And let's see. Got to check Callison's arm. Aspromonte may score. Callison has an average arm, and the tying run will score. It's a 3-3 ball game. Sonny Jackson with a big RBI, bringing home pinch hitter Bob Aspromonte with the tying run. Now, it's Felix Millan. And this might be Holtzman's last batter. Hit and run rating is an A for Felix Millan, as you might guess. So, Holtzman the stretch, and there goes Sonny Jackson, and here comes the hit and run. We have an 8. Check dice roll 35 for a single. All right. 35 is not a single for Kenny Holtzman on Kenny Holtzman's card. So it is grounded to Don Kessinger. He's up with it and fires to Banks for the putout at first base. Sonny Jackson moves to second. And here comes the hammer. So here's our situation, my friends. It's the bottom of the 7th. There's a tie score at 3. There's 2 outs. The lead run is in scoring position, and first base is open. The big boy is on deck, and Rico Carty hit .366 in 1970. Alrighty. Well, I think Leo's coming out of the dugout. The first thing we're going to do is have Holtzman intentionally walk Henry Aaron. So that happened. And now it's the big boy, Rico Carty. Holtzman is leading off the 8th inning. That's the problem here. All right, I'm going to go with double switch. I'm going to bring in Colborn. He is going to come in. Banks is going to come out, which is not going to make Mr. Cub happy. Jim Hickman is going to come in the game on the double switch and play first base and bat 9th in the Cubs' order, so he will lead off the 8th inning. Holtzman is done. I'll give you his numbers in just a minute. And Jim Colborn is going to be your new pitcher for a righty-righty matchup against the big boy, Rico Carty. All right, so Banks and Holtzman are out. Colborn and Hickman are in. Kenny Holtzman, 6 2/3 innings of work today. 8 hits allowed. He walked 1 intentionally and 1 unintentionally. He struck out 3. He allowed 3 runs so far. They're all earned, but Sonny Jackson at second base and Henry Aaron at first base are his responsibility. Jim Colborn has been little used, with good reason. But he's on here in the bottom of the 7th. He was 34 games. 5 of them were starts, 73 innings in 1970. He was 3-1 with 4 saves. And I'm looking for anybody in that bullpen that might get me some outs. And so Jim Colborn gets the nomination today. Rico Carty is 2 for 3. And as I said, 366 on the season. On deck is Orlando Cepeda, so it's not going to get any easier if Carty would draw a walk for some reason. Colborn's stuff is A stuff. How about that? All right, we'll see if that makes a difference. Righty-righty matchup for the big boy. Colborn the stretch checks the runners. Tie game at 3 in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch to Rico Carty is a base hit on Colborn's car. Yes, base hit to right field. Drops in front of Callison. Jackson will score. It's 4-3 Braves. And Aaron will go to third. There's Braves at the corners. The strategy fails. And now it's Cha-Cha, Orlando Cepeda coming to the plate. And it's not going to get any easier. Man. All right, so we'll let Colborn keep going. Cepeda's 2 for 3. The pitch from Colborn to Cepeda. He walked 1 to 16. Let's see if he walks him. We're in the 7th. He walks him. Bases are dripping with Braves. Tony Gonzalez, a left-handed hitter, is at the plate. And they have a chance to break it open. It's 4-3 Braves in the bottom of the 7th. Aaron at third, Carty at second, Cepeda at first. 2 men out. Colborn, gonna go from the windup. The pitch to Gonzalez is a base hit, I think, for Gonzalez. It is. To left field. Aaron scores. It's 5-3. Carty will score. It's 6-3. Cepeda will stop at second. Tony Gonzalez with a big 2-run single. And Colborn brought the gas cans today. All right, so, man alive. Roberto Rodriguez and Phil Regan, a pair of righties, are throwing in the Cubs bullpen. Boyer is up with Cepeda at second, Gonzalez at first. It's a 4-run 7th and a 3-run Braves lead. The pitch from Colborn to Boyer He's going to get out of it. A comebacker, gloved by Colborne. He turns and throws to Hickman on the side. Is retired, but not before Colborne throws a whole lot of gas on that fire. It's a 4-run seventh for the Bravos on 2-4 hits. They leave 2. And we go to the 8th with your score, Braves 6, Cubs 3. All right, so we need a new pitcher for the Braves. And that will be Bob Pretty. So I'll tell you about Pat Jarvis's day. Pretty will bat in the 9 spot. He is a right-hander. Pat Jarvis went 7 innings. He allowed 2, 4, 6 hits, 2 of them homers. He walked 1. He struck out 3. All 3 runs that he allowed were earned. And he can win the game. He cannot lose it. Jim Hickman will lead off. Then Don Kessinger. Then Glenn Beckert. The 9-1-2 spots in the Cubs order. Bob Pretty pitched in 41 games for the 1970 Atlanta Braves, 73 innings of work, only 32 strikeouts, so he's a soft tosser. He was 5-5 with 8 saves. He can go 11 batters before fatigue may become an issue. Let's see what his stuff looks like. And he's got B stuff today. All right, so it's Hickman, and then the top with Kessinger and Beckert. Pretty kicks and deals to Jim Hickman, and there's a base hit and a nice start to right field. Henry Aaron throws it back in. Hickman's aboard with a leadoff single in the 8th. Here comes Kessinger. Now Hoyt Wilhelm is going to join Mike McQueen in the Braves bullpen. Kessinger 0 for 3 today. Pretty the stretch. Checks Hickman at first, and the pitch to Kessinger is hit in the air to center. Tony Gonzalez under it for out number 1. Glenn Beckert comes to the plate. Glenn is 0 for 3. Pretty sets and delivers, and this is going to be trouble for Bob Pretty. We're in the 8th inning. That's going to be extra bases in right center. Gonzalez and Aaron running it down. Hickman's going to be waved home. Beckert is around second, heading for third. The relay from Meehan to Boyer is not in time. It's a triple for Beckert and a 6-4 Braves lead. All right, so that brings up Billy Williams as the tying run at the plate. And that's going to do it. Here comes Lum Harris. He wants the ball from Bob Pretty, and he wants to go with his left-hander, Mike, don't call me Steve, McQueen. And whatever you do, don't call him Allie McGraw, because he gets cranky. All right, Mike McQueen is on. He's a left-hander. 22 games, 8 of them starts, 1 complete game. He was 1-5 with a save in 1970, and he is a lefty to face the left-handed sweet-swinging Billy Williams. Let's check Mike McQueen's stuff for today. He has A stuff. All right, so Billy Williams, it's a 6-4 Braves lead. There's 1 out in the top of the top of the 8th, top of the 1st, yeah. All right, I think we can see everything there. McQueen the stretch. Checks Beckert at third. The pitch to Billy Williams. Ball 4, he walked him. The tying run trots down to first, and here comes Ron Santo. Wilhelm is ready in the bullpen, but Callison is on deck, so they're going to leave McQueen in there for the moment. Braves infield plays for 2. Santo is 0 for 2. McQueen the stretch. And the delivery to Santo, and this is trouble. And it's going to be a base hit to center field. Scoring is Beckert at 6-5, Braves. And is Billy Williams fast? That's the question on America's mind. He is. He will go to third base as Tony Gonzalez's throw properly comes into second. To keep the double play in order, Mike McQueen is doing his best to audition for Leo DeRocher's bullpen gas can group. And Callison comes to the plate. Moving into the on-deck circle for the Cubs is infielder Paul Popovich to bat for Jim Colborn. All right, so Callison is in there. Williams at third. He's the tying run. Santo at first. He's the go-ahead run. 6-5 Braves in the top of the 8th. We have had this has been a good series. Callison is 2 for 3. Braves infield playing for 2. Callison went deep just last inning. He does it again. The Cubs lead. The pitch. And it's a base hit for Callison on the infield. Chopper. Sonny Jackson charging. He's got no play. Billy Williams scores. We're tied at 6. Santo is safe at second. And Johnny Callison with his third RBI of the game has tied it at 6. Here comes Lum Harris. He's going to make another pitching change. Well, no, he's not. He's going to come out and he's going to yell at Steve McQueen because he's not Ally McGraw. And Lum Harris wishes Steve McQueen was pitching right now, but with Pepitone, the lefty on deck, he's going to leave McQueen in there. So Popovich will bat for Colborn here in the 8th. Colborn is done after 1/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 run. It was earned. The new Cub pitcher will either be Phil Regan or Roberto Rodriguez, and that's what you call bullpen Russian roulette right there. Yikes. All right, but first, let's work on the lead. Santo at second, Callison at first, 1 man out. 6-6 ball game. Cubs have fought back again in this game to tie it. Popovich at the plate, he at 253. McQueen the stretch, the pitch to Poppy. Did he get it? Oh my goodness. A pitcher, 1-14. Did he get it? Did he get it? It's gone. A 3-run bomb for Paul Popovich puts the Cubs in front 9-6. Yikes. Paul Popovich, you can't stop Paul Popovich. You can only hope to contain him. Here comes Lum Harris out to a chorus of boos, and he's got to go with the only guy he's got in the bullpen. He's going to make a double switch. Ah, boy. It's a double switch. Wilhelm is coming on. Tony Gonzalez is coming out. Wilhelm will bat 6th in the order. The new center fielder will be Mike Lum, and he'll bat 9th. Wilhelm is their closer, sort of, but he's the only guy out there, and the Braves now trail by 3. Cubs give up 4 in the bottom of the 7th, and they respond with 6 in the top of the 8th to take a 3-run lead. All right, so it's Mike Lum taking over in center field and batting 9th. Tony Gonzalez is done. So Gonzalez and McQueen are out. Lum and Wilhelm are in. Still only 1 out. Pepitone at the plate. Let's see what kind of stuff Wilhelm has. A stuff. McQueen, no innings pitched. Allowed 3 hits, 1 walk, 4 runs. They're all earned, plus the inherited runners. Or runner, I should say, of Beckert. Wilhelm the stretch, the pitch to Pepe. With nobody on, huge inning for the Cubs. Tapper in front of home plate. Bob Tillman is on it. He takes a couple steps out and fires to Cepeda for out number 2. J.C. Martin comes up. And now J.C. is 0 for 3. The flutter ball from Wilhelm. Fly ball right field. Coming on Henry Aaron, and he makes the catch, and the Braves leave the field to a chorus of boos as the Cubs score 6 on 6 hits plus a walk in the 8th and take a 9-6 lead. And the Braves bullpen does its best imitation of the Cubs bullpen, and it was a good one. All right, so I'm going with Regan, and I'm going to hate myself for doing this, but Regan is on. Popovich is done. He is going to go roid up in the clubhouse. And Regan will take over, and I'm going to try and coax 2 innings out of that guy. We'll see if that works. Checking Regan's stuff here in the bottom of the 8th. He has A stuff. Tillman will lead off. Regan was 5-9 with 12 saves in 54 games in 1970. Tillman leads off. He hit a home run in the 5th. It's 9-6 Cubs. We're in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch. Ball 4. Because of course it is. Tillman takes his base. That's going to get action going in the Cub bullpen one more time. Abernathy and Aguirre, or as Jack Brickhouse used to say, Ab and Ag, are throwing in the bullpen. Mike Lum comes to the plate. Regan the stretch. Cubs infield playing for 2. The pitch to Lum. Did he hit him? He did hit him. Phil Regan just dotted Mike Lum, and that's going to bring the tying run to the plate in Sonny Jackson. 2 on with nobody out in the bottom of the 8th. 9-6 Cubs. Leo DeRocher is breaking out the vaping materials in the Cubs dugout. Jackson is 1 for 3. He drove home the tying run way back in the 7th inning, 1 inning ago, which seems like it was about 4 years ago. 9-6 Cubs, nobody out, bottom of the 8th. Jackson's the tying run. The good news, Jackson hit no homers in 1970. The pitch, which I shouldn't have said, because there's a base hit for Sonny Jackson to center field. Aha! And Bob Tillman is going to try and score for some reason from second base. This may be a lifesaver. Not a lightsaber, but a lifesaver. All right, so Tillman is slow, which is putting it nicely. Now, that's to center field, which means Joe Pepitone is charging that single hard. He has an A1 arm. Oh, my God. All right. Tillman is running through the stop sign at third base. Pepitone's throw home to J.C. Martin is not in time. Tillman scores. So it's 9-7, and the runners move up to second and third. So Tillman makes a mistake, and I make a mistake, because I had Pepitone throw for him, and I should have just had him cut it off. So the runners move up to second and third. There's still nobody out. Felix Mian at the plate. He's 1 for 4. The Cubs infield is back. It's 9-7. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th. The pitch from Regan. Base hit Mian. And we're going to have an infield chopper. That will score Lum. It's 9-8. And an RBI for Mian. And here comes Henry Aaron. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 8th. The Cubs bullpen is at it again. That's it. I can't take Regan anymore. So that's it. Leo's coming out of the dugout. He wants the right-hander Abernathy. The Submariner. Regan gets nobody out. Walks 1, hits a batter, 2 hits allowed. So far, 2 runs allowed, which makes, of course, his ERA in this game infinity and beyond. And Henry Aaron is 0 for 3. Cubs infield is going to play back. They're going to play for 2 and concede the tying run if Aaron would, by some miracle, hit into a 6-4-3. Check Abernathy's stuff. He has C stuff, because of course he does, and Aaron's at the plate. Unbelievable. Abernathy the stretch and the delivery. To center and deep. Back goes Pepitone. Gone. Henry Aaron just hit one to Orlando, Florida, and that will give the Braves an 11-9 lead. Oh, my goodness. There's still nobody out in the bottom of the 8th. And here comes the big boy, Rico Carty. Roberto Rodriguez has joined a Gary in the bullpen. Carty up. Abernathy delivers. Ballpark check. And it's a base hit to right field. Carty's going for 2 for some reason. Nobody knows the reason why. And Callison gets the ball by the line, and he's got an average arm, but he can't throw anybody out. So Carty's going to get a double. And now it's Cepeda. Wilhelm is standing in the on-deck circle, and suddenly he stands a chance to win this ball game. (11-9) Atlanta. We're in the launching pad, in case you didn't notice. Although this could happen at Wrigley, too. Cepeda's 2 for 3. Abernathy the stretch. The delivery to Cha-Cha is a base hit for Cepeda. And And that's to left field. Holding is Carty. There's still nobody out. Wilhelm is up. First and third, the Cubs infield playing in. That's it. He's got to go to the bullpen again. It's going to be Roberto Rodriguez. Abernathy faces 3 batters. They all get hits. Doesn't get anybody out. Allows the go-ahead bomb to Aaron. So Wilhelm bats with Carty at third and Cepeda at first. Let's see what kind of stuff Roberto's got. He's got B stuff. The pitch from Rodriguez to Wilhelm is the 54 chart, because of course that is 2. Let's see what number we're dealing with here. It is a 13. That could be a wild pitch, and that is a wild pitch. I don't think that's a pass ball. Let's check J.C. Martin. Nope. Yep. Nope. That's a wild pitch. My bad. So Rodriguez sends one to the screen. That'll bring home Carty. It is now 12-9. And it eliminates Cepeda at first base. He moves up to second. The next delivery to Wilhelm. Fly ball right. Callison comes in and makes the catch for out number 1. I said out number 1. And now it's Boyer. Cepeda at second. 12-9 Bravos. Rodriguez the stretch, the pitch to him. We're going to have a error check, but first let's do the strikeout check. He does not strike him out. Hit to Santo at third. Will Ronnie make the error? He is a 9. He does not make the error. He does make the play to first. Cepeda holds, and there's 2 outs. Roberto Rodriguez, by virtue of getting 2 outs in a row for the Cub bullpen, has become a cult hero on the north side. Now it's Bob Tillman up for the second time in the inning. He walked and scored when the inning opened. Rodriguez the stretch, the delivery to Tillman. Could be a walk. Not a walk. Ground ball Kessinger. We may have our new closer right here in Roberto Rodriguez. He's up with it and throws to Hickman. And that ends the inning. So 2, 4, 6 runs for the Braves on 2, 4, 5 hits, a walk, and a hit by pitch. They leave 1. After 8 complete, Braves 12, a 6-run Cub 8th is answered by a 6-run Braves 8th. Yep. We go to the 9th. It's 12-9 Braves. Hoyt Wilhelm has A stuff today. And he will face Hickman, then Kessinger, and then Beckert in the 9th. Going to be a long flight from Atlanta to Houston, I'm thinking. All right, here we go. Hickman at the plate. Wilhelm with the flutter ball. And he hit him. It didn't really hurt because it's a flutter ball. Wilhelm dots Jim Hickman, and he takes his base. Here comes Kessinger. Do the Cubs have one more comeback in them? Kessinger's 0 for 4. Wilhelm the stretch. And the delivery. Hey, struck him out on a flutter ball. There's an 0 for 5 for Kessinger. First strikeout for Wilhelm. 1 down in the 9th. Here's Beckert. 1 for 4. Billy Williams would be next. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Number 2. That makes Billy Williams the last chance saloon for the Cubs. He homered in the 7th. Can he do it again? Santo would be next. The pitch. Base hit, Billy Williams, and this is going to be trouble for the Braves. Gonna be to center field and over Mike Lum's head. It's one hopping the wall. Hickman will hold at third. So a 2-out in the 9th double by Williams brings the tying run to the plate and Ron Santo. If Santo goes deep, we're tied at 12. If he doesn't, game over. 1 for 3 for Santo. Callison would be next. Ron Santo is the last chance saloon. The pitch from Wilhelm. Look at this. Ron Santo, extra bases into left center field. Scoring is Hickman. Scoring is Williams. Around first goes Williams. The big boy just threw it back toward the infield, and Ron Santo with a 2-run double to make it 12-11 in the 9th inning. Here's Callison. Now we're looking at Wilhelm's fatigue. He can face 10 batters, so he's okay. He's faced 2, 4, 6, 7. Callison's 3 for 4 with a home run. If he does it again, the Cubs lead 13-12. But right now the score, Don Cardwell gets up in the Braves bullpen along with Julio Navarro. There's a possibility both managers will be fired after this game. All right, so Callison is up. He's 3 for 4. In the on-deck circle for the Cubs is Willie Smith to pinch hit for Roberto Rodriguez. We'll reset everything for you here. We're in the top of the 9th. 2 outs. The Cubs have scored twice on a double by Ron Santo. Santo is at second. We'll check his speed right away. He has average speed. The score is 12-11. Braves are ahead. Santos the tying run. Callison is the go-ahead run. And Joe Decker and Hank Aguirre are throwing in the Cubs bullpen. All right. Wilhelm has the flutter ball. The pitch from Wilhelm to Callison is hit by Callison on the ground to Sonny Jackson. He's up with it and throws to Cepeda, and the Cubs fall 1 run short. So, your final score, Braves 12, Cubs 11. Let's give you the totals. For the victorious homestanding Atlanta Braves, 12 runs, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 hits. And they committed no errors. The Cubs, 11 runs in 3 innings. They were shut out for 6 innings. They scored 11 in the 7th, 8th, and 9th and lose the game. On 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 hits. And they committed no errors. The losing pitcher is Ted Abernathy. No, it's not. No, I'm wrong about that. The losing pitcher is Ted Abernathy because the score was tied when Aaron hit his homer. Yep. No. Yep, that's right. No, it wasn't. Yeah, Abernathy gets the loss. He is 0-1. And the MVP of the game is Henry Aaron for hitting the three-run homer to put the Braves ahead. The winning pitcher is Hoyt Wilhelm. The Cubs are now 2 games out of first place. They are at 10-10 after 20 games. They now fly to Houston they have an off day, they have a travel day to go to Houston, where on May 4th, 1970, they started a 2-game series against the Astros. It'll be Bill Hands for the Cubs against Jim Bouton for the Astros, a pair of right-handers in the first game of that series. Jenkins and Durker will go in the second game of the series, and after that, the Cubs fly home to start a homestand against the Cincinnati Reds. All right, so it's a 10-10 Cub record. Thank you for being with me. Don't forget to check out channel membership. Follow the link in my video description. Have a wonderful evening. So long, everybody.